Hello, my name is Chris Holloway. I'm actually talking to you today from my store location of Cork Candles in Ardmore, Pennsylvania. I reside in Schwenksville, Pennsylvania with my wife, Tia.
And I am Tia Holloway. I live in Schwenksville, PA, and I'm actually here today in our home office. But I am co-owner of Cork Candles in Ardmore.
It's a proud moment for us both. It's something that, we've sort of dreamed about doing for years, and the idea of actually doing it and having it in place has just been such a joy. The interaction that we have with customers and guests and the community it's just been wonderful for us both, and so happy that we were able to do this.
It has been quite a year, but I would also say that I probably wouldn't have had it any other way, just from just the smiles and the memorable experiences that we've had an opportunity to share with so many of our guests, even within our community. It has just been a phenomenal opportunity for us.
I think one of our proudest moments was we hosted probably our largest party earlier in the year for a woman that wanted to throw herself a birthday party. It was 44 attendees. The guests were thrilled. We had a lot of nerves going into that event, just to know that we were able to pull it off. The guests leave, as happy as they were. I think for me, that was probably one of our proudest moments.
My most proudest moment was Mother's Day. To see all of the other moms and the grandmoms and the aunties, everybody in the store sharing that experience. The decor in the store was stunning. It was an amazing day, looking up and seeing everyone smiling and just enjoying their family time in the holiday.
Prior to becoming a franchisee, I was a mortgage banking executive. I recruited and built multiple sales teams. So making the transition didn't seem to be very difficult for me, because a lot of the moving parts are sort of the same. You still have to hire, you still have to train, you still have to manage financials and all that other good stuff.
I currently still work, and so I am physical therapy sales, but I oversee the business development. It's my second life to just get out, network, meet new people. So it was really technically a no-brainer for me to join Chris in this opportunity, just simply because that's my space.
I think the guests appreciate that they have the ability to connect with each other. It's not about us, it's about them. And sort of giving them the latitude to be free and just kind of relax. And that's, I think, what they enjoy the most. And I think that's what also brings them back.
And I also think that we go overboard ensuring that we create this inviting space, this vibe of where as soon as they walk in the door, they feel relaxed. We just want you to know that this is a place where you can just have a good time.
Even prior to opening, Tia and I spent a tremendous amount of time in Ardmore, just getting to know local business owners, visiting all of the restaurants and introducing ourselves and letting people know what we were doing and what was on the horizon. Just sort of been out in the community, talking to people. Obviously having a social media presence has helped as well. I think those are some of the things that were effective, that really got us to make our mark here in Ardmore.
Yeah, and just overall the grit and the grind of always making sure that we remain, deep rooted, within our community. Having some of the staff kind of go out and market with me, and just having them go around on foot and spread the word about what it is that we do. Working with some of the associations, the Ardmore Initiative, the association, just attending so many of the meetings, and literally just having that opportunity to network even with our customers. It's a lot of work, but what we're seeing now, it is definitely paying off for us.
One day, Tia and I think we're out to lunch. We walked past the store and we kind of looked at it. It was like, oh, that looks pretty cool, candle making. One day I went back to Cork Candles in King of Prussia to purchase a gift card. And I saw there was a franchise opportunity in the window. But the whole time we had our experience, I mean, the vibe was just, we were like, this is something we could possibly do.
I was actually a little taken back by how much Chris enjoyed the experience, because for me, it was a no-brainer. I knew it was going to be amazing for myself. But, to kind of see him sitting there and mixing his scents and, going through and picking out his color vessels, and he was smiling, and I was like, oh, like you're having a good time. And he said, yeah, this is pretty nice.
I think all the other franchises that we sort of looked at or thought about, it was more about the financial opportunity and not the love for the business itself. That's why we were probably so hesitant to pull the trigger on some of the others, because it didn't quite feel right. Everyone that walks into your store walks in with a smile on their face, right? There's no grumpy people walking in here. There's no people never leave unhappy. That part right there is very good for the soul. And the other part is the creative aspect. The creativeness of the candle making is something that I really enjoy. It's just so relaxing to me. And I can only imagine how it feels for the guests that come in. I think that it's all been positive. We both enjoy what we're doing. We love the growth that we've seen within the organization. I would say just overall it's had a positive impact on our family life, and I don't think I'd do it any differently.
And I don't think we could have asked for any better partners than Kenny and Dave. I mean, so genuine, so loving, and they're just great. They're great to work with, and they have definitely provided us the mentorship throughout this entire process. And I just love our partnership and the opportunity that we have with them. They're like our family.
If owning a franchise is something that you are truly set out to do, I feel that this is definitely the brand to work with.
We're not saying that everything is going to be easy, but what we are saying is it has been very rewarding for us. So if there's anybody just kind of tilting and just trying to figure out what their next step should be, I think this is it.
Big things are on the horizon for Cork Candles Ardmore. We're located at 65 Cricket Avenue in Ardmore, PA. Come and see us on karaoke nights, which has been first Friday for the last couple of months. Follow us on Instagram, Ardmore_Cork Candles. You'll see what's coming.
And Facebook. Don't forget Facebook.